Today, we're diving into a topic very dear to us, becoming a lifelong learner. We'll explore the importance of perpetual knowledge, rub shoulders with titans who've mastered this art, and equip you with practical micro-habits to start your lifelong learning saga. Come along with us on this never-ending journey. No passports needed, just an insatiable curiosity. First, let's clarify what being a lifelong learner means. When we say lifelong learning, we're not talking about being trapped in a dusty old classroom till your hair turns gray. Lifelong learning is like being on an epic adventure, exploring every nook and cranny, from the tallest peaks of professional development to the hidden caves of personal growth. It's about continually leveling up in the game of life, regardless of where you are or how many candles are on your birthday cake. The term lifelong learning was first explored in education by Basil Yaxley. He wrote a book on the topic in 1929, arguing that education should be a continuous and spiritual process, not limited by age, institution, or curriculum. Before he published his book, Yaxley lived his philosophy when he brought a slice of the classroom to the front lines of the First World War. These pop-up universities were held in huts known as soldiers' homes. They offered a refreshing break from the grim reality outside, providing an opportunity to dive into captivating conversations, thought-provoking lectures, and engaging classes. Why was learning so important that Yaxley brought it to a war zone? As Yaxley knew, and as you're about to find out, the pursuit of lifelong learning, while demanding time, effort, and a willingness to embrace failure, offers rewards that are truly worth the toil. Mental benefits. Your brain is a muscle and needs exercise too. Lifelong learning keeps your brain active and engaged. It sharpens cognitive functions, improves memory, enhances problem-solving skills, and encourages creativity. A study in the National Library of Medicine reported that folks who hit the literary treadmill, even once or twice a week, showed slower cognitive decline as they aged. This isn't just for the Ivy Leaguers either. Whether your education ended with high school or you have a PhD in astrophysics, keeping the habit of learning can keep your brain on its toes. So why not give your brain a workout? Who knows, you might even enjoy the mental sweat. Societal benefits. Lifelong learning promotes understanding and empathy. It helps you appreciate different cultures, viewpoints, and experiences. A scholarly article out of UCLA found that adult learning programs have wide-ranging benefits, including fostering greater civic engagement, tolerance, and social harmony. Fun fact, it's estimated that there are more than 7,000 distinct languages worldwide. Imagine if we all took the time to learn just one more. By embracing lifelong learning, you enrich not only your life but society as well. Still not sold? Let's meet some of the star players in the Lifelong Learners League. Oprah Winfrey has embraced lifelong learning with gusto. Rising from adversity, Winfrey's continuous learning mindset helped her become a media mogul. She credits books with much of her success. Books were my path to personal freedom. These bound collections of words were her magic carpet, lifting her to new heights, expanding her horizons, and helping her conquer the world. Now her name rings out as a symphony of success and inspiration. Next up is Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman astronaut. Not only a space traveler, she is also a medical doctor and dancer. Jemison's resume embodies the spirit of lifelong learning. After her journey to space, she didn't stop studying and exploring. She founded the Dorothy Jemison Foundation, whose goals include building science literacy. One of the foundation's main programs is an international space camp for students 12 to 16 years old called The Earth We Share. Her biography demonstrates how lifelong learning can transform not only our own lives, but the world around us. Now, imagine you've come across a field that's pretty much a boys' club, say, technology and computer science. You see the glaring gender gap, and what do? If you're Reshma Saujani, you roll up your sleeves, dive headfirst into the deep end, and learn everything you can about these fields. Reshma was on a mission to storm the gates of the tech world and fling them wide open for the next generation of girls. And so, Girls Who Code was born. Since its inception, this mighty organization has armed thousands of girls across the U.S. with the knowledge and skills to crack the code, literally. Reshma's story is more than just a tale of personal achievement. It's a testament to the power of lifelong learning, not only as a tool for personal growth, but as a weapon to instigate societal change. Here at Micro Matters, we're all about small habits that result in significant changes. If you want to stay in the know in the world of micro habits, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Now let's cover some of the daily routines you can build to become a lifelong learner. Daily reading. Make reading a part of your daily routine, whether it's books, articles, or reports. I'm a fan of creating concrete rituals for reading, so I read every night. Well, most nights, before bed for 15 minutes. Simple. And with that strategy, I'm able to conquer at least a book a month. To strengthen my ritual, I leave my reading material on my nightstand, a friendly reminder before I head to bed. To create these concrete rituals for any micro habit, use the following prompt. I will do this behavior at this time in this location. Use learning platforms. Tools like Duolingo, Coursera, or Khan Academy can make learning a fun daily habit. Even AI can be effectively used to become your personal tutor. Check out this video on how this person has used ChatGPT to easily learn any skill. There's a treasure trove of knowledge waiting to be explored. Free or paid, these tools can help make the internet your classroom. And you can even wear your pajamas. Tune into podcasts or audiobooks. While doing my warm-up routine or cleaning the house, I listen to something educational. I love learning, so it morphs something mundane into something interesting. You could also turn your commute or a portion of your downtime into a learning opportunity. That's the beauty of audio. You can bundle it with another activity to get your educational dose for the day. Try and match your listening time to an activity that you frequently have to do, so it serves as a cue to do both. Teach what you learn. Sharing your knowledge not only helps others but also reinforces your understanding. It can be something as formal as a lecture or seminar, to something as casual as writing an essay or holding a sparring conversation with a friend. These processes help crystallize the information. When you teach, you often have to analyze the material, synthesize it coherently, and evaluate how best to convey it to others. In doing so, you are going through the information again and identifying gaps in your understanding. If you struggle to explain a concept, it's a sign that you may not fully understand it yourself. This can help identify areas that you need to revisit. Now that we have these micro habits in our toolkit, it's time to take it further. How do we weave these habits into a daily system that will guide us on our lifelong learning journey? A well-crafted plan can help you stay organized and focused on your learning goals. When I say plan, I can almost hear the collective groans through cyberspace. But stick with me here. A lifelong learning plan doesn't have to be a formal, complicated document that feels like homework. It's more of a personalized map, a flexible guide to help you stay focused, organized, and excited about your learning journey. Here's how to create your own personal lifelong learning plan. Identify interests and goals. Whether it's a professional pursuit or a personal passion, what's the knowledge you crave? Maybe it's a career-boosting credential, or perhaps you finally want to learn a few jump rope tricks. Whatever it is, craft specific goals that align with gaining knowledge about the topic. For example, if your goal is to finally understand why your houseplants keep dying, clearly asking for a friend, you should learn more about light requirements, soil and nutrients, and water needs for different plants. Select micro habits. Choose small, manageable habits that can be easily integrated into your daily routine. For instance, if your goal is to learn a new language, a micro habit could be practicing vocabulary on flashcards for 10 minutes every morning while you have coffee. Start with something so small and easy that showing up becomes almost impossible not to do. Implement and track progress. Now that you've selected your micro habits, it's time to put them into practice. Consistency is key here. Make sure you engage in your chosen habits every day. To track your progress, you can use a habit tracker app, a journal, or even a simple checklist. It's important to review your progress regularly to see what's working and what's not, and make adjustments as necessary. Adjust the plan. As you progress, you might find that some habits are more effective than others, or your interests and goals might evolve. Don't be afraid to adjust your plan as needed. It's not a rigid process, but a flexible journey of discovery and growth. Becoming a lifelong learner doesn't happen overnight, but with the right mindset and habits, you're already on the right track. We hope you're feeling inspired to continue your learning journey. Share your experiences or your own micro habits for learning in the comments. We're greedy, and we love hearing from you. As always, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep learning and growing. As we navigate the learning journey, let's confront our final destination with a smile. Check out this video to see how you can flip the script on mortality and harness it for personal growth.